How you guys doing? My name is Martin, 52. I have an MBA from the University of San Francisco. I have an engineering degree from University of California, Davis. If I were to retire this year, I've had a pension for about 15 years. I would be broke in about maybe 2 to 3 years. 2008 took out some of the investments I had, and they were starting to recover, but then COVID just destroyed everything. COVID forced the interest rates down to basically 0%. So for example, if you have $500 and you take that $500 and you put it into a savings account, the current interest rate is about 1.005, which means in 1 year you would have made $5 off of $500 put in the bank. So if one thing, I'll give you a tip: if you're going to retire, cash out. There's no, if you have a pension, I have an IRA, and I think I also have a pension, just cash it out, man. There's no value on the market. Disney's laid off 28,000. You still have the airline industry. You wouldn't know what's going to happen with them. I'm in Palm Springs. Empty, man. I've talked to the tramway security. Usually you have about 100 people who can go up. They're only letting 12 people go up. So, and then you have the schools, students still learning in school. Sally the cafeteria lady's not working. So it's not good, man. So today I'm gonna give you my blackjack tip, because what I've learned is one option you can have if you're, first I'm aiming toward the 52 people. Tip number one, I want you to consider turning to gambling. I'm gonna give you my blackjack gambling tip of the day. I call it my blackjack retirement fund. I'm gonna take $500 to Vegas. Take that $500. If I only win $50, that's 10 times more than I would make if I was if I left it in the bank. You know, it would take 10 years for you to get, you have to leave your money in the bank for 10 years to get that type of return in the bank. So don't want to do that. So today that gambling is going to be the new, what is it? The new, I can't remember. There's a name for it. Gambling is going to be the new investment fund of the future. So we have our new blackjack retirement fund we're starting. We're going to take $500. We're going to the downtown Grand Hotel in Vegas. If we only come back with $100, that's 20 times more you would make if you were at the bank. You know, you'd have to leave to get a $100 return on a $500 bet. You'd have to leave your money in the bank for over 20 years, man. So, but we're going to go to the downtown Grand, because also they allow us to play the parlay bets. So if we can we may not even win any blackjacks, but we're going to play the multi-deck game. And if we just win a couple of parlays, man, we'd be in the money. But my tip for today for you guys who are 52 or older like me, it's time to consider gambling. You have no choice, man. Where are you going to get your money at? All the companies are folding or cutting people back. I think office space is about to get hit a lot. You don't know. I was listening to a Grant Cardone talk, and one thing I heard, the similar thing: cut. Oh, we're just going to get rid of our office altogether. So people are going to reduce their office. So what you're going to have is you're going to have a bit opening. People are going to just start breaking those tenant leases they're going to start breaking the tenant leases for the property. So then there'll be no need for a janitor. There'll be no need for a maintenance person. There won't be any need for that. So I think things are going to get a lot harder. That's why I say you still haven't seen the full impact of COVID. So, but today, my name is Martin, MBA. If I were to retire, I've had my investments for about 15 years. I'll probably have maybe $200 saved up. And then I could do like some of the people I do, see all these people in their 50s and 60s, go buy myself a little baby Mercedes, go buy myself an X1, try to style out, but ain't got no money. But I'm going to show you how to use gambling as a way to supplement your retirement income. Now, this also helps you if you're younger too. The more you train and the more you get this ingrained into your mind about how to play blackjack, and then you'll be able to go in, instead of going into the casinos scared, you'll go in confident. Because when you go into the casino confident, you got to make sure you play, sit at the table with the people, and you got to go in with the mentality that, hey, I'm going to take this place down, man. They're going to they'll respect you. See, they won't mess with you. But I'm going to go to the Downtown Grand. The way I'm going to take the Downtown Grand Hotel down is that I'm going to play the parlay. I'm going to pay $5 $10 hands and just play the parlay. And it's a multi-deck, so you know there's a whole bunch of tens, jacks, and aces. So the minimum I would get is what I would probably be able to get is maybe a straight flush or three of a kind. And I believe you get a payment of about $10, $20, $30, $40. I should be able to win at least $100 off the parlay alone. Now, if I do that, I'd have got my money back. And not counting, learning how to play the splits, learning how to play the double downs. So with that, let me give you your blackjack tip of the day. What do you think you do? If you have ace, say for example, you're playing blackjack and the dealer deals you 2 cards. He deals you 2 aces, or he deals you 2 aces to you, and then to your friend who you're with, they deal them 2 4s. What should you do with that hand? Should you split the aces? Should you split the 4s? Well, based on the book, I'll show you the title that I'm reading. You should always split the aces. So that's your blackjack tip of the day for you. If this is your birthday, your anniversary, you're heading off to Morongo, you're heading off to another Indian casino, heading off to Mandalay Bay. Your blackjack tip of the day is to split aces. And then you're saying, Martin, what about the 4s? Never split 4s. Don't ask me why. That's what the book says. So our goal, our strategy for blackjack is to model, mimic, master. We're not trying to be rocket scientists. That's why 20 million people are out of work right now. Try to be too smart, you mess up. So we're going to try to take advantage of the casinos, and we're going to play our blackjack the best way we can. So your blackjack tip of the day is split the aces, and if you have 2 4s, never split the 4s. The reason I wanted to help you with this is because some of us who are 52 and retiring, unfortunately, there's no industry that's really producing any type of cash. That's the problem retiring right now. I could have $200,000 or $300,000 at the bank, but what business has stopped going up right now? I mean, I don't even see people drinking no more. So it's other than people buying all these cars. Cars a piece of shit, man. Cars not gonna help people anymore. I had young people driving Maseratis, driving Cadillacs. And they're parking their cars in illegal spaces, and the cars are probably gonna get towed. Oh, you don't say. So the car is going to get towed. They don't have a guy who bought a new Charger. He don't even have $60 for a parking space. Is that you? I don't want that to be you, man. So your tip of the day is we're going to turn to gambling to make money. In order to play, and my games of choices are Powerball and Blackjack. So Martin Morris, NBA. I got an NBA. I think right now it's better to have an MBA in gambling than an MBA in business. You got 20 million people out of work. Probably have, 30 or 40 of them, 3 or 4 million of them have MBAs. That don't help you. Now, if I give you this MBA in gambling, you sit down at the blackjack table, you come away $200, $300, $400. Now, I think that would be worth more to your family, right? Better the difference between eating at Target and eating at a Audis, man. I've tried that before. Eating that Audis, trying to buy that nasty meat from Target. That don't work, man. And I don't want you to live that way. So, tip for the blackjack tip of the day is, if you get 2 aces, split your aces. If you get 2 fours, don't split the fours. And stick with me for the next couple of weeks. Let me be your blackjack coach. Before you're going for have a birthday coming up, have an anniversary coming up, before you head off to the casino, let me get you some tips, man. Let me get you some training tips. Let me be your teacher, man. These are tough times, man. I'm in Palm Springs. I see a lot of people riding bikes, training dogs. I want you to be making bank, man. People wearing masks. What do you do with 20 or 40 million people out of work? What's the fucking mask gonna do, man? I guess if they're gonna knock you on the head, I guess if they beat you like a baby seal, they won't know who you are. But I think if you're watching this video, you realize, hey, if this guy has an MBA, he's got an engineering degree, and he's telling me, hey, I better consider gambling, and he's giving me some gambling tips. I better take this, because he must know something I don't. I'm in California, so you know how it is, taxes. People trying to show off. Ain't showing off no more, man. I go to the market, ain't nobody in the market. I see them all parked in front of Audi's, grocery outlet. Everyone has a car, but they ain't got no money. I'm trying to figure out where they be eating at, man. I even went to Wiener Schnitzel, $8.29. Large chili fry, 1 chili dog. I'm like, damn, they gonna make the brother pay up. But luckily, I made a little extra money to cover that chili dog. So today, this is your if you're 52 and over, I really better consider gambling. I'm telling you to consider it. I'm telling you to do it. Get on with me early. I got a $300, $400, $500 training program. You can invest some money in our fund. We can play for you, or you can come to Vegas with me. We'll talk to the downtown Grand Hotel people. Get us a table. You will have to have at least 3 to 4 people at the table. Because my one tip, here's my never tip. Remember how Warren Buffett said, if you want to know who the sucker is at the table, or patsy at the table, well, don't go to a table where there ain't nobody there. I learned that the hard way. So that's your bonus tip. If you're going to go play any type of game in Vegas, make sure there are people sitting at the table. Soon as everybody leaves, I advise you to leave. So, but just wanted to let you know a little bit about me, introduce you to consider gambling. I really would consider gambling. I never thought I would consider it before, but hey, I never thought tattoos. In the old days, I'm 52, remember? You guys, tattoos? Remember tattoos were for gangsters, KKK, white supremacists, rebels. Hey, how about warehouse jobs? I used to work at Petavina Mold and Die. That was when working in the warehouse. You work in the warehouse, man? That's where it used to be like criminals, drug dealers, sex people on the loose, criminals, probably those aliens similar to the Men in Black. All those used to be at the warehouse. Now warehouse is cool, man. A warehouse job is so cool, they even changed the name from warehouse worker to logistics. Or how about people who are delivery drivers? I was watching a bunch of delivery drivers the other day from FedEx. I'm honking horns, doing all kind of crazy stuff in their cars. I'm like, what are they doing to my shit, man? If I honking and playing all these fucking games, what are they doing to my shit, man? Oh, I'm a drop shipper. No, you're a motherfucking delivery driver. You're a delivery driver. Well, as like Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth. You are a warehouse worker, and you are a dropper. No, you're not a picker. You're just a warehouse worker doing manual work. Just know your role, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Even for you young people, I would consider gambling, because I don't know what you guys are going to do, man. Especially if you're 52 and under, or you're one of these college students doing online training right now. You're doing your online training. paying $10,000. You guys are more screwed than I would. I mean, I see a lot of you rushing off to get jobs at these warehouses now. I'm gonna give me an MBA in logistics. What? I do what the dropout does. Just go work in the damn warehouse. That's your training, man. You don't need no fucking training. Let me optimize my steps. Let me wear my vest. No. But today I don't want to get off track. My thing for today is if you're 52, this is your birthday. Happy birthday. If this is your anniversary, happy anniversary. I'm giving you your blackjack tip of the day. Your blackjack tip of the day. If you're dealt 2 aces, split the aces. If you're dealt 2 fours, split the fours. Martin has a $300, $400, $500 training program for you. Reason I say I'm turning to gambling, because if I were to retire at 52 right now with 0% interest and with no growth of any markets in the country, I'd be broke in 2 to 3 years. But now if we gamble, because we know people want a quick store, but if we gamble intelligently, we can have some extra money. We can find ourselves eating at Whole Foods instead of eating at Target. Later.